Hi guys. So for today's reading, we are going to look at who is competing with you and why they are doing this. So we have 3 piles here. Pile 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. If you enjoy this reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It all helps my channel to grow, and it also helps other people to find these messages who could use them as well. And it's a great way to show an energetic exchange for the one that I'm giving you here today. I am so appreciative of anybody who has been returning that exchange through that form. Thank you so much, because it really does help on this front. And if you really enjoy this reading, you can also find my PayPal link and my Amazon wish list in the description box below if you wish to donate to the channel, or if you want to see something new on the channel from my Amazon wish list, then you can do that. And I thank anybody who has done that as well, because you guys have no idea how much that does help me out in my life, and I'm so appreciative of everything. So let's get started with pile 1. Who is competing with you and why are they doing this? Let's move these over here. All right. First, we're going to look at the types of people. Impossible person, wise person, grateful person, not ready person, armored. So first thing I'm getting is this is somebody who has a lot of pride, somebody who is very stubborn as well. Somebody that is not ready for the next step in their life. They're kind of guarded, kind of armored. You live in a very grateful stance. You're a very wise person. You know that what you put out there is going to come back to you. You also know that there's enough for everyone involved in a situation. And this person is somebody who believes that if you have something, they can't have it too. It's kind of like a jealousy pride thing where they feel like they have to be better than you to be able to succeed, instead of thinking that there's room for everyone at the table and everyone can succeed in their own ways. This person may even copy you a little bit as well. They may try to copy your mannerisms or the things that you do. We have the horse, we have the hyena, we have the King of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Wands. So, this person isn't ready to be their own person. This person spends a lot of their time trying to manipulate, control people with their words or with their, I really don't feel like they put a whole lot of actions behind their words. And I feel like you're somebody who works very hard. You're motivated, driven, goal-oriented. And this person is busy trying to please everyone around them instead of going after their own goals, or instead of learning from things and doing them differently. They're busy trying to just do what other people do, or trying to do things to make everyone else happy instead of shifting that perspective. I feel like this is somebody who has seen you rise up and who has seen you change your destiny or your path, who has really watched you go from the bottom to the top. They've watched you be able to maintain your happiness and joy at the bottom as well, and your gratitude even when you had nothing. You have learned from every experience that you have been through, and you have worked slow, steady, and hard to get where you are. You have really balanced your thoughts and your mind. You are celebrating life and enjoying everything that you have been able to reap from all of the hard work that you have put in. And this person is pretty much just trying to compete by getting people on their team by doing what they want instead of by being their true self. This person may be a little bit passive aggressive or snippy at times as well. This person can be a little bit controlling or manipulative at times. This person is a very good communicator, and if they put their leadership skills to use in the appropriate ways, they could be an amazing leader. This is somebody who could really be an amazing leader if they were motivated to go after things for a good reason instead of just because they want to compete with you. So that could help you figure out who this person is as well. And this person really sees you making your dreams come true. They may even see you getting into a relationship or repairing a relationship, or slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. And they're noticing it and seeing that you're further along than they are, and they're really trying to make things happen instead of doing things the right way. They're trying to control situations, trying to force things, and that really is not going to work out for them in the long run. So why is this person competing with you? I can't say no or set healthy boundaries. What was I saying? They're a people pleaser. They are somebody who does everything for everyone else, and they refuse to tell people no. They refuse to put their foot down. They don't want people to dislike them. They have watched you go from having a bunch of people around you to having absolutely nobody around you because you refuse to allow people to bully you anymore. You refuse to allow people to overrun you anymore. You set healthy boundaries. You stand up for yourself. You stand your ground. You do what's right for you and what's best for you, because you know in the long run that's what's best for everyone around you as well. And you're very grateful. You're grateful for the people in your life, but at the same time you're not going to let them use and abuse you. And this person spends a lot of their time letting others use and abuse them and walk all over them. And they're not ready yet to drop their armor, drop their defenses, to risk losing everyone in order to say what needs to be said. All my hard work meant nothing. I wanted yours to mean nothing too. So this person worked very, very hard for something in their life, but they gave it all up because of other people and what they thought they should be doing. And so they felt like all their hard work really meant nothing, and they wanted your hard work to mean nothing too. So they tried everything in their power to sabotage you, to bring you down, to tear you down. I feel like this person really tried to make you feel like you were nothing or no one, or like because of what you were doing, you were the one in the wrong because you were setting boundaries and you were standing up for yourself, when in all actuality you really weren't the one in the wrong. But they wanted you to feel that way because they've worked so hard and they have nothing because they can't set their own boundaries. Manipulation is a game to them. It makes them feel smart. So, yeah, this person, like I said before, they enjoy manipulating. They are competing with you by trying to manipulate you, trying to get one over on you, trying to feel superior to you by being able to play a game of chess with you that you're not even playing. You're not even playing this game of chess. You're minding your own business, staying in your own lane, doing your own thing, and that's why you're doing so much better than them, and they just don't understand it. They don't understand that their manipulation, their gaslighting, the way that they're behaving is why they are not doing better in their own life. Pray for them and try to have forgiveness in your heart for this person. Anything you put out there comes back to you. So try not to wish too many bad, negative things on this person. And know that through healing comes the karma. You have to go through those karmic lessons to find the healing. So if you want to feel good about them getting their own, they will get their own. But at the same time, what you need to be doing so that poison isn't poisoning you is to be praying for them and finding peace and forgiveness in your heart, love in your heart, and not allowing yourself to fall into the same energy or games as this person by allowing that hatred or that competition to poison you. Because it can spread. Just like love and light can spread, hate and animosity can spread as well. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. I got so involved in this, I got to think for a second. What were we talking about? Oh, yes. Who's competing with you and why? So, it's funny when you get that far into your... You know what? I'm going to grab a channeled message for this pile. I didn't for the last pile or the other pile, but we're going to grab a channeled message for this pile because I feel very drawn to it. And since that one flipped over, speech therapist. Poison spreads. Hey, I was just talking about this in pile 1. Poison spreads. Don't be happy at their pain. Your soul needs a cleansing rain. Don't allow a monster to be made. Allow the bitterness to fade. Eyes on the road ahead today. When you feel weak, it's time to pray. Don't let their poison spread, or into the darkness you'll be led. Release all evils done to you. Many are called, but chosen are few. Anyone can switch sides in a blink. Don't allow yourself to sink. Focus on raising up. Yourself and others fill that cup. So... damn, I was literally just talking about this in pile 1. So, some of you may have chosen pile 1. But don't let that poison spread into you. Don't let their hate, their envy, their jealousy, their competition, their everything they're doing, don't allow that to spread into you. Speech therapist came out, and you know what's really funny about that coming out is you could be a speech therapist, but also you could have spent a lot of time on your children when they were very young. You could have talked to them a lot. Everybody could have been like, oh, you're stupid for doing that. They can't understand you anyway. And, oh, I don't know why you're wasting your time and blah, 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 blah. And everybody was just assholes. But in all actuality, your kids are very fucking intelligent. They can talk and articulate very well because you have been talking to them since they were born when they could understand you and everybody else was busy thinking they couldn't. So there could be some of that in here. This could be a speech therapist who is in competition with you as well. It could be just somebody who uses their words very well. Integrity filled. You are somebody who has a lot of integrity as well. A lot of integrity. Supportive person. Understanding person. So you're a very supporting person, a very understanding person, a very integrity filled person. You could be a speech therapist. They could also have a lot of integrity. They could be very supportive or understanding as well. You guys could work in the same field in some way, or you guys could be doing the same thing. Like you might both be raising children. You might both be stay-at-home parents. You guys could both work in a therapist industry or a psychology-based industry. Yeah. I'm going to put these ones aside for a minute. So let's see what we got. We got the 5 of Swords. We got the World. We got 2 of Cups. We got the 6 of Cups. We got the Tiger. We got the Turtle. So slow and steady wins the race. That was brought up in pile 1 as well. And I feel like you are reconciling a friendship from your past. You are bringing cycles to an end. You're no longer going into the drama, the gossip, the lies. You're no longer allowing any of that to bother you. You're no longer allowing outside sources to come in and muddy up your mind. You have learned a lot from a lot of the things that have been going on around you. Somebody has been spreading a lot of malicious gossip, lies, rumors. Somebody has been trying to start chaos, drama, just trying to bring a lot of that into your life, and you are cutting that off anymore. You are no longer allowing those types of people to be in your life or be a part of your life. You are no longer allowing people to create destruction in your life around you. You are walking away from things like that and situations like that. And this is also a cycle that is coming to completion. You are completing a lot of karmic cycles, and you are having a brand new beginning right in front of you. New friendships, new love situations, maybe even old ones coming back into being. Maybe even becoming friends with your children again. For some of you, becoming friends with somebody who you once were friends with again. Maybe even thinking about the past in a very warm, loving, welcoming way instead of thinking about it in a cold, dark, hurtful way. You are somebody who is very generous, giving, loving, sensitive, intuitive, emotional. You really care for, nurture, and love anyone in your space, especially your friends. You are somebody who expects an equal give and take in your connections. And if you're giving and pouring a lot of love and friendship and partnership and harmony and peace onto others, you expect that to be coming in return. And if it isn't, you tend to walk away. You're somebody who supports your friends, lifts them up. You understand them. You talk to them. You work well with people. You are really just somebody very on the up and up. You are very balanced in your masculine and feminine energy as well. You could really enjoy nighttime, but I feel like if you really enjoy nighttime, you also really enjoy daytime as well. You may even walk at night. You could have went on a walk with this person at night. Walks at night help you to clear your mind, help you to free yourself, help you to really see things clearly. Alone time helps you to see things clearly as well. I feel like this person is competing with you because you are creating a lot of solid relationships in your life, a lot of solid friendships in your life. You're creating a lot of situations where there's a lot of love, there's a lot of light, there's a lot of peace and harmony and joy. There's a lot of equal give and take as well. They may even be competing with you to be able to do what you do better. I feel like you bring a lot of peace and harmony to situations. You help others bring back situations as well and create peace and harmony in their own lives and with their own connections. And I feel like this person may really work in a similar field as you. You could be a tarot reader, because honestly, that's what a lot of them do. Some of them no, but some of them yes. You could also be a therapist of some kind, like I was saying before, couples therapist, or a child therapist, or a peer counselor, or something along those lines. And you have worked very hard for a very long time towards this goal. It's not something that you just started doing today. So even if you just turned it into something new today, you started this a very long time ago. You've been working on this, I feel like, for most of you, for over half of your life. And you have other people trying to compete with you that have been working on it for a couple years, and they can't understand why you're so amazing at it, but it's because you have dedicated your entire life to it. It's not just something you're doing as a hobby. It's not just something that you're doing to fill your time or to make money. You are doing it because this is your passion and this is what you love. Depression is killing my heart. So why they did this? Depression is killing their heart. They felt they couldn't have happiness while you were happy. They prefer to be alone, and you tried to change that. So you may have made friends with somebody who preferred to be on their own, alone, away from the crowd, away from the world, and who really has a hard time letting people in emotionally. This person is very emotionally closed off. This person is in a state of very strong depression, and they don't like anybody seeing that or knowing that either. They don't like anybody knowing that they don't have it all together, which is a lot of the reason why they prefer to be alone. They like to be off by themselves so that nobody is involved in their life and can see what's going on behind closed doors. They really truly just felt like if you had happiness, they could not be happy. So I feel like for a lot of you, you broke away from this person and you decided to go out and be around people because you got sick of being alone. And this person just wants to be alone in their misery, and they wanted you to be alone in their misery with them. And now they're competing with you because you're the one who looks like you're doing better after the situation is over, possibly as well. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is something that could come back into your life and could be something really good for both of you. You guys really could end up working very well together on something, or in some sort of relationship or partnership or friendship or whatever, but they are going to have to work through their own depression and their own anxiety issues, their own gossip and worries about judgment or opinions of others. They're going to have to work on all of that by themselves, and they're going to have to overcome their own things. It's not something that you can just fix. You can't do anything if they aren't going to allow you to. If they're not going to allow you to help them, then they have to help themselves, and you have to be able to move away so that they can. So that's pretty much what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through, who this may be. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. They could have even had a speech impediment. Just saying. Pile 3. So for pile 3, let's see who is competing with you and why. So we're going to put these ones over here, and we're going to look at these. Grateful person. Grateful person. I didn't realize I had 2 of those, but grateful person came out in the first pile as well. So some of you may have picked pile 1. You know what? Some of pile 1 may have picked 2 and 3 too. A witch or seer, spiritual guru, overcritical. Yeah, a lot of you may have picked pile 1. Competent person. So you're dealing with somebody who's very overly critical, overly analytical, who is very competent, responsible, things like that. I feel like you are somebody who may also be a little bit overly critical. You could be somebody that is overly critical in a different way. They may be very logical, reasonable, analytical, scientific, fact-based, things like that, where you are more spiritual-based, more earth loving based, more You believe in the earth and love and light and growth and things like that. You are somebody that is a spiritual guru for other people. This could even be somebody that is, you know what, this is somebody who's very overly critical on themselves. They really beat themselves up. They have a hard time just being who they are and not worrying what anybody else thinks about that. And also, I feel like they are very worried about what other people think of you, so they have a hard time being around you because they don't want to be seen as like you, but at the same time they are competing with you to do better than you, maybe do better than you in a different field, maybe do better than you in the same field, but either way, what they're not getting is that you're a truly very grateful person, and you're a very competent person, you're a very strong person, and you really aren't even paying attention to what's going on here, because you could care less about competing. You are just here to help people and to work on you yourself, and to work on overcoming and growing and learning and taking. I feel like you have a very strong link to taking care of the earth as well. Shark and the swan, Seven of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Strength. So you are somebody who is very strong. You are very emotionally strong. You are very good at taming the inner beast. You are somebody who is very generous, giving, loving, kind. You are somebody that expects an equal give and take from others. When you nurture people, care for them, love them, put your time and attention on them, put your effort into them, you expect to have them do the same for you as well. If you give your loyalty and commitment to somebody, you expect to have that same loyalty and commitment given to you. And you are really going to have that because you are defensive, you stand your ground, you set your boundaries, you say what you need to say, you do not allow other people to just run over you. You deal with passive aggressive people very well as well. Sometimes you may be a little bit passive aggressive. You guys may be mirroring each other in a lot of ways as well. You guys could be both a little bit overly critical at times, a little bit overly, at times in the past you both may have been overly giving to people, and it could have taken from you because they weren't giving back in return. And you are learning how to set your boundaries, how to defend yourself, how to stand your ground, not just for yourself but for the people around you as well. You do this for people in the community, you do this for kids, you do this for other women or other men. You are somebody who stands your ground, and you stand your ground with a fiery passion. You express what you have to say, you say what you mean, and you really do lash out and attack people when they are attacking you. You give what you get, and you give it in equal measure, and you also take what you give. You do not allow people to just stomp on you and walk away. You are very calm, peaceful, graceful, generous, giving, loving, light, and you are on your way to creating a strong, stable, solid, long-lasting legacy for yourself, for your family, stability, strength, purpose. You're working very hard towards creating something and having something in the physical world